Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Shell and these are weeks 14 and 15 of my Slimming World journey. Two very different weeks for me. On week 13 I lost £1 in class and it took me to within 1.5 pounds of my 2 stone award. Normally I don't try for awards. I just see how it goes, but this time I thought, well, 1.5 pounds, it's not that much. It's not like I have to lose £5 to get the award. So I thought I'm really going to try for it. And to do that, I decided to miss out my 10 ounces of nuts on my breakfast all week. So I was saving myself 3 sins a day. At dinner time, I decided to cut down 1 ounce on the corn chunks that I normally have in my salad. By the end of the week that would save me 7 ounces of corn chunks, which is quite a lot really, and cut down on the size of the salad a little bit, cut down on a few of the grapes and swap them for tomatoes instead. And my evening meal I cut down by a lot, the size, the portion size I cut down by at least 1/3, maybe a half. And I still had my little snack of chocolate at night. But to my mind I was saving an awful lot of sins and just basically an awful lot of food. And by the end of the week I was feeling great. And I thought there's absolutely no way that I'm not going to make this 2 stone award. So I bounced down to class full of the joys of spring. And I really was quite hungry a lot in the week as well, and it was a struggle to stick to the lower amounts, but I was determined to get the award. And when I got to class and I stood on the scale, she said, "Congratulations, you've lost £1." And I was devastated really. I thought, well, what else could I have done? I'd really slashed my sins down. I hadn't had anything that could be even considered to be a cheat. I'd been so perfectly good. And, it had been a little bit of a struggle sometime because I was quite hungry. So to not make the 2 stone award after trying so hard, and I was really gutted. I tried not to show it. I sat in class for image therapy, and out of everybody I'd lost the least that week. And sitting in class, a couple of the members there, it was their first week, so they naturally have big losses. But there were other ladies in the room, and there were a couple that were saying, "Oh, we've been out, we had hot dogs on Saturday, and we did have a pizza on Friday night, and then Monday we went out and we couldn't find anything to eat, so we went and bought sandwiches with mayo and all this." And they'd lost £4 each. And another lady sitting along from me, she said, "Oh, I thought I'd put on this week," she said, "so I ate a whole apple pie to myself last night, and I've lost £3.5. And it was all laughed and great, but I wasn't feeling great. I was thinking, why can they lose so much and having cheated, and I've been so good and so quite hungry and only managed £1. I was gutted, I have to say. I couldn't wait to get out of there and get home, to be honest. And when I got home, the rest of the day I was feeling a bit put out. And Saturday morning came and I got up as usual and had my normal breakfast, and I was watching the YouTube videos, and it just seemed to be one of those days where, I don't know, everybody seemed to have been eating things they shouldn't have done and had lost big, and it really, really annoyed me. So by this time on Saturday I was feeling really hungry by this time, because I had not eaten enough in the week obviously. So I was feeling hungry, I was feeling angry, I was feeling cheated, and I was not feeling in the mood to eat anything Slimming World. So I didn't, and that was the end of it for the whole weekend. I didn't eat anything Slimming World, I didn't count sins, I didn't look at portion sizes, I ate anything I wanted. I wasn't interested at all. And also I was ravenously hungry. So that was the weekend, just went past in a blur really, and I could feel I was putting weight on almost by the hour. And I wasn't even really enjoying it either, that's the thing. I wasn't savouring it and enjoying it, and I was just eating. So Monday and Tuesday I was back on plan for Monday and Tuesday, but I wasn't on plan in my head. I ate the foods on plan, but the whole 2 days I wasn't enjoying doing it. And I knew I was going out Wednesday and Thursday for pub meals, which didn't help, because I think sometimes when you know you're going out, you begin to get, well, I get into that mindset of, well, I'm going out this week, so I'm probably going to put weight on, so, you know, eating a bit more is not really going to matter. So Wednesday and Thursday, I went out for a pub meal on the Wednesday. I didn't pick the worst thing on the menu, which was a cauliflower and chickpea coconut curry with coconut rice and all this kind of stuff. I didn't pick that, which I wanted. I picked the Mediterranean tomatoes and pasta. There was a salad there. I could have had the salad, but I wasn't in the mood for salad. And then on Thursday I went to TGI Fridays, and again I could have done better. I didn't have the worst thing on the menu, but and I did have a cocktail as well, and I wasn't really bothered, to be honest. I wasn't really that interested. So by the time it came to go to class, I knew this week I'd put on quite a lot of weight. I could feel the weight that I'd put on, and all week I'd been right back into my old eating habits, which got me to the heaviest point I'd been anyway, and the whole week I'd been eating like that. And I really felt like I'd been, when you're going along for weeks and weeks, and it must be about 3 months when I've been perfectly on plan pretty much, and to suddenly go off plan so radically, it was like, when people say it's like being hit by a truck, it was really. I didn't feel like I had any control over it. I just wasn't interested. And this week hasn't helped as well, because I don't know if you've noticed, but a few people who've been very big on Slimming World social media have given up this week. I don't know whether it's down, well, I know some of it's down to the new, is it Mullergate that they're calling it, which doesn't bother me because I don't eat mullers anyway. But, you know, people that I followed for quite a long time, like Jade SW, if anybody followed her, she did a blog, not YouTube, it was a written blog. And she sent out a post saying that she'd had enough of Slimming World, she was giving up, and took her whole blog down. And a big fella, he sent out a YouTube video this week saying he was just completely and utterly bored with the programme and didn't want to do it anymore, which I can understand, because that's how I felt this week as well. I just felt I just don't want to do it. So I went to class today. I didn't want to go to class. I had a good excuse not to go because we've had workmen in all day. But I decided that if I didn't go today, I'd probably be in bigger trouble by this time next week. So I went and I put on 4.5 pounds, which is what I expected. I thought I'd put on at least 4 pounds. I was hoping it wasn't going to be more than 6. So I wasn't pleased to have put on 4.5 pounds, obviously, but it wasn't, I suppose, as bad as it could have been. But then when you get home, you're thinking, well, you know, if you put in all the effort for a whole week, you can lose £1, and you can not bother for a week and put on 4.5. I don't know, it just makes it feel like such a slog. Now, rather than being £0.5 away from my 2 stone award, I'm now £5 away, and losing those £5 isn't going to be as exciting because I'm covering old ground, you know, and it's probably going to take me a month to lose that I've put on in a week, which is quite depressing, really. And the other thing is, I want to be able to say, oh, I'm right back on it now, that's my week over, you know, I know I did wrong, but hey, you know, tomorrow I'm getting up and I'll be right back on plan. And that's what I want to do, but it's not how I feel. I don't feel like that. You know, I don't feel in the mood for doing Slimming World at all. But what choice have you got? You know, it's either get back on it or put all the weight back on again. So I don't suppose you've got much choice. And I was thinking in the week, really, once you start eating junk food, it's very hard to stop. And they do say it's because of the sugar and the fat and the salt that they put in these meals. And I was thinking this when we were at TGI Fridays. The meal I had was vegetables on skewers, which had oil, lots of oil, and chips with the oil. And the chips are covered in loads and loads of this salt, spicy salt. And then a pot of this Jack Daniel's sauce next to it, which was all sweet and sticky and gooey. And it was a perfect mix, as they say, fat, sugar and salt. And you eat it all, and afterwards, you know, okay, you feel full, but it doesn't last very long, and it's not long before you're wanting food again. So I think it is true. You know, once you've been doing this for a few days, eating junk food, it's very, very hard to stop. So at the minute, no, I don't feel like I'm going to be back on plan tomorrow. I don't want to be back on plan tomorrow, but I'm going to have to be. So as far as I can see, the only choice, apart from giving up, is to just do it. You know, no matter how much I might not want to feel like it, I'm just going to have to white knuckle through a few days until I'm not eating the... Sandy, come here. So I'm not eating the junk food anymore. So that's how my week's been anyway. It's been a week, first week of being far too strict, and a second week of not bothering at all. So it's been quite a shake-up for me, because up until now I'd had nearly 3 months of doing Slimming World perfectly, and it really has come to a crash this week, a massive crash this week. So I'm hoping by Friday, next Friday, I'll be able to say that I did manage to pull it back and get back on plan. It feels a funny thing to say because it's the last thing I feel like doing, but it's either the alternative is to just put the weight back on, so I can't do that. And Christmas is coming, and Christmas, weight-wise, is a period that, as I said before, terrifies me. I can put stones on over Christmas. I really don't want to do that. So, I don't know. Let's just try again. I've not been watching YouTube videos this week because some of the ones I've found quite disheartening, and I've just not felt like it. So, anyway, we'll see what happens this week, and hopefully by next Friday, I can say to you all that I'm back on plan. I really hope so. I really want to be. We just have to see what happens. So I'll say goodbye for now, and I'll catch everybody next week. Take care. Bye.